So Christmas, as well we know, is all about family, or rather avoiding the tiresome buggers as much as humanly possible so you can play with all of your shiny new gadgets in peace. And one of the very best tools for dodging awkward political commentary from your Daily Mail reading relatives is Acer's most recent gaming laptops, including the immensely clever Spatial Labs model which pumps 3D visuals at your face with no need for ridiculous looking glasses. Grab yourself one of these here Acer gaming laptops and you'll immediately be able to play hundreds of high quality titles thanks to the 1 month of Microsoft Game Pass that's chucked in. It's so addictive you won't even want to stop for a round of dry turkey sandwiches and a pint of port. So here's a closer look at some of those Acer machines and that Game Pass offer, and a big thanks to Acer for sponsoring this video. Ta guys! Now, Microsoft Game Pass is essentially the Netflix of the gaming world, offering up an enormous library of fantastic titles, and you can download as many as your internet connection and your storage can handle. You've got a fantastically diverse selection of titles to peruse here, covering pretty much every genre imaginable. Adventure gamers have the likes of Return to Monkey Island and Day of the Tentacle to puzzle over well into the wee hours, while action junkies can get stuck into a generous selection of Doom, Halo and Gears of War titles, as well as big fresh hits like Deathloop. From quirky indie shenanigans and gaming classics all the way up to massive AAA titles, Game Pass basically has it all. The selection is so good you'll need a spare pair of pants on standby while browsing. And if you happen to have some gaming mates, you'll also find a brilliant selection of multiplayer options on here like Back 4 Blood and Paw Patrol Grand Prix. Wait, I meant Dirt 5, definitely Dirt 5. New games are joining that Game Pass library all of the time, and Microsoft has even been slapping some stuff on Game Pass on the very first day that they go on sale. Upcoming day one titles include Forza Motorsport and Hollow Knight Silksong. Most of the Game Pass library will even work when your laptop is offline. Great news if you want to game on the move. You just need to remember to log in once every 30 days in order to keep things running smoothly. And bag yourself one of these here Acer gaming laptops and you will enjoy a full month of Game Pass at no extra costs. You'll be sorted not just over Christmas but well into the new year. Now, one of the most affordable Acer options is this here Nitro 5, which packs in a 12th gen Intel Core i5 chipset and 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM. Nvidia's GeForce RTX 3050 Ti handles the visuals, which are pumped at your peepers by your choice of 15 or 17-inch LCD display. Either way, you're going to get crisp Full HD visuals and up to 144Hz refresh for a silky smooth gaming experience. You can download all of those Game Pass titles using either Wi-Fi 6 or Ethernet, and for hooking up peripherals you are well and truly sorted. The Acer Nitro 5 supports HDMI as well as DisplayPort via the Type-C USB port, which is also Thunderbolt compatible. You've also got yourself plenty more USB options for bunging in mice, keyboards, headsets, whatever. And you've got to love the moody red glow that the keyboard gives off as well, which lends some proper ambience to your middle of the night frag fests. Now, if you want to bump up the graphics on your chosen Game Pass titles, you might want to go for the Predator Helios 300. This 17-inch monster upgrades the processor to a 12th gen Core i7-12700H, while the GPU has been kicked up to a GeForce RTX 3070 Ti. So you've got some serious beefcake performance here. And Acer has added in a funky RGB keyboard, while those Aeroblade fans help to keep things nice and cool without sounding like a Chinook copter trying to take off. You've got full control over those fans as well as the general performance thanks to Acer's Predator Sense app, complete with overclocking option if the laptop is plugged in. And that display has also been upgraded to a 165Hz beast with Quad HD visuals. So as much as I love wee indie titles like Floppy Nights, you're definitely going to want to blaze your way through more cinematic fare to really get the most out of the Helios 300. Last up, if you want those lush 3D effects, then the Predator Helios 300 Spatial Labs is definitely your huckleberry. This absolute monster delivers an incredibly immersive gameplay experience, kind of similar to VR, except without the big clunky helmet thingy that makes you look like some sort of Star Wars reject. A pair of cameras housed above that display can track your head and eyeballs in real time, delivering a realistic 3D effect for supported titles. At the moment, over 50 games can serve up those 3D visuals, including several on Game Pass such as Injustice 2, Forza 5 and No Man's Sky. And more are being added all of the time as well, so for a full list of compatible games, just check out the link in the video description below. And Acer has also chucked in its Spatial Labs True Game app, which can help you to find all of that hot 3D content. To keep all of that gorgeous action looking silky smooth, the Spatial Labs model upgrades those specs once again, this time to a Core i9 processor and Nvidia's RTX 3080 GPU, plus a mighty 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM. And to prevent throttling, you once again have some Aeroblade fans plus some thermal grease action. Yum. It's a proper behemoth in every conceivable way, and also the perfect distraction when your xenophobic uncle starts quoting Nigel Farage after far too many brandies. So that right there is a quick look at some of Acer's current gaming laptop lineup and that excellent Game Pass offer, 1 month free when you grab one of these bad boys right here. A massive thanks again to Acer for sponsoring this video. Please do poke subscribe and ding that notifications bell for more on the latest and greatest tech, and have yourselves a ruddy wonderful rest of the week. Cheers everyone, love you!